Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the delightful squirrel from Donkey Kong Country Returns. So if you guys didn't know, Donkey Kong Country Returns was the first game I ever played, and it really impacted me growing up. I was about 7 years old when I played it, and it really just shaped the way that I view, morals and good and evil. Uh, Professor Chops, he's evil, he's on the evil end of the spectrum. I already made a video about him. Total piece of shit. Anyway, on the opposite end of the spectrum, there's a similar character to him in, I guess, sort of, I don't know, like they're just kind of there, but this character is delightful, and that, of course, is the squirrel. I mean, just look at him. Look how delightful he is. I mean, you can tell by that smile, by those eyes, that he's a little mischievous, but nothing too hectic, nothing too out of control. He's a very hopeful guy. I mean, he's always got that smile, that wide stare. I mean, he's seen into the future, and he feels really good about it. Very jovial, friendly. He's got like a friend that's a giraffe, and I mean, to be such a little creature and to be friends with one that's so big, I mean, you just gotta be a friendly guy. Also, something I love about this guy is, he's subtle. He only appears like maybe 2 times. Less is more. It's unlike Professor Chops, who's there all the fucking time. You don't want to see him. He's ugly as shit, and he's patronizing. This guy, he only shows up twice. Don't really think about him all the time because he's not in your face. But when you see him, you're like, oh yeah, I love that guy. He is delightful. He is delightful. These are kind of the scenes where you see him. It might be pretty loud. Hold on. Just turn down the volume for you guys. So he's with his draft friend right here. See, it's on his neck. And then you see him again right here at the end credits. I'll show you guys. Here we go. He's with his draft friend again. See? Oh wait. Let's go back a little bit. Oh shit. No, that was a perfect frame. Go back a little bit more. There. What the fuck? Just paused at the right time. I'm gonna freak out. Alright, yeah, there we go. There you see him. He's just so happy. And, I mean, he's awesome. He's awesome. Now, you might be wondering, what type of squirrel is he? Well, I mean, just kind of by looking at him, you might just immediately think that he is the American red squirrel just by design. He's got that white tummy and kind of like that orange-ish fur. Uh, they look pretty similar. And I wouldn't be surprised if this was kind of like the type of squirrel that they had in mind while designing the character. But I don't think he is an American red squirrel because he is found in a very tropical environment and he's also friends with a giraffe. It would be very unlikely for an American red squirrel to be friends with a giraffe and found in a tropical environment. So the first kind of squirrel I looked at is the Smith's bush squirrel. Bush squirrels are found in Africa, and something that stuck out to me about the bush squirrel is that they're kind of found in like similar environments that giraffes are found in, and specifically the Smith's bush squirrel has a white tummy. Its fur isn't really orange, but it does have, the white belly. However, their tails are pretty thin. They're not as fluffy as what we see in Donkey Kong Country Returns with our delightful squirrel. And that brings me also to the red bush squirrel, or the African red bush squirrel. These are also, of course, found in Africa. They are found in slightly different environments, though. These guys tend to be found in more dense forests. The Smith's bush squirrel can also be found in dense forests, but they can also be found in places like savannas, where red bush squirrels aren't as found often, or whatever. I can't do words. Anyway, something that sticks out to me about these guys is that their tails tend to be a bit fluffier, and their fur is kind of has that orange color. Something I also do like about these guys is that you can see that they have kind of a different shade color of fur on their back, which is a little similar to what we see with our delightful squirrel friend from Donkey Kong Country Returns. As you can see right here, he's kind of got those like stripes on his back. different shade of fur. And so that matches up a little. However, red bush squirrels aren't really found with giraffes or really in their same environments because, again, they really prefer kind of like dense forests where giraffes aren't found because giraffes prefer open areas because it allows them to see predators better. And also, I mean, if you're a giraffe and you're that big and tall, you probably don't want to be around too many trees just because it would probably get in the way and not be too fun. So right here on our left, we have a map of, where we see these different types of giraffes. And specifically, the southern giraffe, which is pictured on the right, is found kind of in this bottom right corner of Africa. And this is also where we find the Smith's bush squirrel. So on the left, we have a zoomed in image of the southern giraffe range from this map. And on the right, we have the range of the Smith's bush squirrel. And as you can see here, it lines up pretty well, kind of like on the border intersection of Botswana, Zimbabwe, and South Africa. There's a lot of alignment with their range. And yeah, so it's going to be more likely that you're going to find a Smith's bush squirrel living alongside a giraffe. And while the you can see reticulated giraffes and Maasai giraffes in Somalia and Tanzania, which is where you can find the African red bush squirrels. They're not really in like the same environment because, again, the red bush squirrel really prefers those denser, thicker forests, whereas giraffes prefer open areas. So I'm sure that a red African bush squirrel could come across a northern giraffe or reticulated giraffe. It's just far more likely that we will be seeing a Smith's bush squirrel, come across a southern giraffe. And it's not too far off in design. It's really up to opinion and which traits you want to prioritize with fur color, tail fluffiness, or the white belly. But that's kind of just that's just my opinion. My opinion is that the delightful squirrel from Donkey Kong Country Returns is the Smith's bush squirrel. So yeah, if you guys like the video, smash that subscribe button and leave a like and comment. Yeah, name your favorite memory about the delightful squirrel from Donkey Kong Country Returns, and if you want to see me talk about some other animals with more high effort and quality, yeah, let me know. Cause I'm just doing PowerPoints right now. I'm working on a bigger video, but yeah, okay, bye. Haha.